Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, do we have a show for you today. We're talking about fluids. Bodily fluids, that is, for what other kind are there? Human discharge. Speaking of which, what's the most interesting? That is the blood that flows, the rivers of blood that come from the human body. And I'm of course referring to oceans of it, oceans of blood that flows. I woke up today and my bed was covered in it. My duvet, my sheet, my pillows, everything was covered in the blood caused by human fluid drainage problems, issues. That's right, I have nosebleed problems. I'm sure that's what you were thinking, and if you weren't, then I can think what else you were thinking of. But yes, no, I have a nosebleed problem, and it is a serious problem. Yesterday, or last night while I was washing my face in the sink, and then I looked up in the mirror and the blood had formed some kind of moustache, a really odd looking moustache, a handlebar moustache I think it's called. And it was very ugly, and I didn't even know that it was bleeding until I looked up. And that's the problem with nosebleeds, you don't know when it's happening until it's happened, and by that time it's too late, and it's stained everything and stained everywhere, and you're never going to get that blood out. You just might as well buy an extra pair of sheets, or you might as well just sleep in blood for the rest of your life, and that's not an easy thought to have. Yes, have you ever been having sex and then your nose just no, not good thoughts. Let's focus on something else. Let's focus on removing the problem. And I've always found that Vaseline is the issue, or Vaseline is the solution. So yes, if you're having nosebleeds, shove some Vaseline up there, or maybe sew your nose shut. Either way, no blood's gonna get out. Next, what do we have today? Oh, the BBC News. And while I went onto the page, I accidentally discovered something that blew my mind away. Gina Carano, the protagonist of The Mandalorian, has been fired, or dropped, as a nice way of saying it. But as you might have been able to tell, there was a slight hint of sarcasm in my voice when I said the protagonist, for she is not the protagonist, she is just a side character, and in fact one of the worst side characters. And I don't think anybody really cared except some white nationalist supremacist people who kind of liked her messaging. I don't know. But did anybody watch The Mandalorian and think, Gina Carano, what a great actress, what a great side character? No. Who were the best characters in The Mandalorian? Well, Yoda for a start, or Baby Yoda, or Eco, or whatever the fuck his name was, the little green kid. And then there's Mando himself, or the Mandalorian. I call him Mando because it's short and it sounds like we're good friends. And then there's the evil guy, Mr. Fring. Mr. Fring, that was his Breaking Bad name, I think, but he plays the same character. What's the difference? Selling chicken, selling dictatorship. Who cares? And then Ahsoka. Ahsoka's the cool one. She's the one with the lightsaber and all of that, and baching, and she has some pretty good CGI. And I kind of like the actress, but I can't remember where she's from. But I'm sure I've seen her in many things because she's famous. You know, you see famous actors in lots of things. Yes, I'm not sure where this was going, only to say that who cares about Gina Carano? If she'd been dropped and they didn't tell it on the news, I'd never know. I think I can barely remember her character anyway. I don't think anybody cares about her character, and if they do, then they can get their mind checked out. And there's plenty of places, plenty of psychiatrists willing to look at your mind if you've got a few pennies. Alright, let's move on. And let's do some reaction, because that's definitely what this channel is all about. Why make your own content when you can steal other people's? That's what I always say. Okay.
This is a little intimidating, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm about to get the shit beat out of me.
He thinks he's gonna get the shit beaten out of him. Is that his fetish? Is that his turn on? Well, we'll see. That's what this show is about, getting to know him and his fetishes.
This is gonna be weird.
You can tell from his face that it's not going to be weird, that he is a fuckboy, a frat boy. Same thing. What's the difference? Who knows? Who cares? Look at those eyes. He has that undying confidence. He definitely has a Tinder premium subscription. You can tell that for sure.
I've used a couple. Everything from
Oh,
Tinder.
he's
Coffee
used a couple.
Bagel,
Yes, we
Bumble.
know he has.
I
We
don't
know
think it's
he
weird to meet
has.
someone online. I think it's more you just need to go into it open and with the possibility of meeting someone cool.
Oh fuck! Why do you have to be so nice? I hate these people. I hate these frat boys that have the ability to pretend like they're normal humans. You know, deep down that all he cares about is the sex. But you could take him home to your mom, and he would disguise himself as a non-frat boy. It's this camouflage that the frat boy puts on so that they can get through interviews, something like that. Ah fuck! I've lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought in those deep, beautiful brown eyes. Oh, look at those shiny teeth. Look at those shiny, beautiful teeth. Look at that pristine white shirt. He cares too much. He cares too much about his appearance. Or maybe he doesn't. Maybe he has 5 servants that dresses him, that cleans his teeth, that shines his hair, that wipes away his acne. Look at that smirk on his face, that overconfidence. He's a petulant boy. He was a mama's boy, I'm sure of it. Oh, look at that smile of confidence. Oh, I hate him so much. Oh, she bit her lip, because she wants him to know that she wants him, but he's not falling for that. He's not going to be tricked by her seductive wiles. Oh, poor girl. Oh, this is one bad bitch. She's telling him, if you don't pick me, I'm going to stab you in your sleep. Bad bitch, alright. He is gonna die a horrible, slow, painful death. I'm sorry for him, and I say my prayers. You just need to smile a bit more. These girls are all plain faced. Where's the smile? Where's the wink? Where's the lick of the lips? Sort of thing. Smile, see? Easy. Yeah, see? Smile is all it takes. This guy's a player. He doesn't mind plowing through every contestant if that's what it takes. No double date is his motto. His ethos in life.
This is a little intimidating, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm about to get like the shit beat out of me. Like
Overconfidence.
If you would swipe left, which means no.
This is a power move on their part because they know that he likes them, so they are gonna get the hell out of there to show that they are better than him in a way. That is so mean. They're so scared of rejection that they get out of there while they still can.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Emily.
Anshul.
Anshul? Jasmine.
Anshul, nice to meet
Anshul,
you.
that's a cool name.
It's like enchilada.
Oh, how many times has he said that joke? That's terrible. That's terrible. How many times has he said it? I bet you 1,000 times. Every time he meets somebody at a frat party, that's his opening line.
It's like enchilada. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
What's your
Catherine.
name? Catherine.
I bet they had to cut that out.
Gloria.
He probably said
Nice
that
to meet
joke
you.
5 times
Jasmine.
or 6
Anshul, nice to
times, and he had to cut it out.
Nice to meet you.
Kathy? Anshul, nice to meet you.
I hate that
Cool.
joke.
So how's your weekend been? How have you been?
Good.
Oh, she's on the spot. She's scared. She's terrified. She'd heard that joke before, and she just got so uncomfortable. She doesn't want to hear him. She knows what sort of a person he
So,
is
I
now
guess,
from
like,
that
first
terrible
question,
joke.
Would you spend 3 hours on the moon or 3 months in Europe?
Oh, terrible question. He wrote these down all
3
prepared.
months in
These are
Europe.
terrible
Yeah. Really?
questions. I feel
don't
bad for her.
usually date,
Get
so
out
I'm
of here.
like,
Get out of
Really?
here.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Are you from
Corny,
LA or
corny
the beach
date
area
lines.
originally?
He's been
I
on so many
live
dates, and he has these
in
prepared
US,
questions. I
3
hate it.
months in Europe?
Yeah.
Really?
So I'm like, okay.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Are you from
he's
LA
really
or
good
the
at
beach
feigning
area
interest.
originally?
Nobody
Yeah,
cares
I
about
live
what you
kind
study.
of in the
Those are the
US
most
and
boring
West
questions. He's gonna
Ah,
forget
what are
in
you
20
interested in or
seconds.
trying to go towards?
Towards the arts. I actually haven't been with my family for a very long time.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so
Well,
this is like totally
okay.
out of my comfort zone.
Wow.
I don't do this. So
I
I'm
feel
like,
very special.
He feels very special. Oh god, frat boy alert, frat boy alert.
That's good. Do you play any sports?
I used to be a swimmer.
Oh, sportsman, frat
Hold
boys.
up, you had a blog when you were 12.
Like big
That's
back then.
insane.
Oh, look at that overconfidence, all
No,
that
I do too.
interest.
I love it.
you never know
What's
if they're
gonna
gonna like,
happen,
yeah.
like-
He's
they're
smiling,
gonna
but
leave,
he hates
stay,
the
or
story.
that's,
He
like,
thinks
both are
she's so
scary.
boring. He thinks she's the most
You never know
boring
if they're
person
gonna,
he's
like,
ever
yeah,
met,
if
and
they're
he's
gonna leave
smiling to put up with it, knowing, thinking deep down how much he wants to kill her and rip out her soul, rip out her neck, rip out her jugular, and stop her from ever talking again. He hates her, and I hate him. I will protect you, blonde lady. Actually, I won't. You're pretty boring.
Well, it was
You
great
can
meeting
tell
you.
the end of the world is coming because Satan's son has been reborn. Lucifer incarnate in a single body. Something like that. Look at those dark eyebrows. Now you can tell this is
Stress of dates,
Lucifer
man.
himself.
Oh boy.
Evil. Look at those teeth.
She's one
His teeth
person
just want to
right
dig
now.
into her neck. Oh, what a terrible person.
That's hard. I mean, like, I feel like this is the part where the dating life goes into the real world, right? Like, how do you?
Oh,
make that
you know who he's going to
decision?
choose. And I will tell you, it's the one with brown hair, the skinny white girl. That's
Hello
what they
again,
always
hello.
choose.
Nice to see you yet again.
Told you,
Yeah.
it didn't matter about her personality. It didn't matter that she was cringing at every line he gave. It doesn't matter that she was terrified of him and that she wanted to hide behind the seat and that she begged the producers not to let her go back on.
Cool. I'll send
He
you a
still
text. Let me
chose
get
her
your number
anyway.
real quick. So I had a really great time talking to you.
No, he didn't. He didn't care what she had to say. He didn't remember anything that she said. All he remembers that he found her attractive. Typical frat boy.
Okay. Cool. I'll send you some times. Let me get your number real quick.
You can tell that there's a rifle pointed at her right now and that she is being forced to say yes because there's a red dot pointed at her chin and she's staring over his shoulder, wide-eyed, terrified. Look at the sweat glistening off her forehead.
Cool. I'll send you some
Her
times.
hair is disheveled. She's just been tortured. I feel so bad. Look at the eyes. Look at the under the eyes. It looks like she hasn't slept in weeks. This is a forced decision. She's laughing, but she's not finding it funny. She's terrified. Oh, look at her! Look at her hands shaking.
It's strange. Strange. It's interesting
Oh, he
that we
does
do
it
this all
all the
time.
time. If he hasn't DM'd a girl or jumped into the DMs, what's the word? Slid into the DMs of one girl, Instagram every hour, then his father Satan is going to dispossess him, and he will no longer be the dictator of the apocalypse or whatever that is called. He will no longer have a horse. He will just be a man. You can tell this man is going to be a banker, or in sales, or in marketing. Marketing, yes, he could market the hell out of vapes. He could market the hell out of alcohol. He could market fucking heroin or whatever. I'm sorry if I judged him a little harshly, but I'm very jealous of his charisma, of his perfect hair, of his deep, shining eyes. Yes, no, I get lost. I get entranced by those beautiful, beautiful, succulent eyes. Yes, I don't know what else to say. Goodbye, and if you want to see more reaction videos, go look up the Abba and Peach channel. They do reaction videos. This is my first one, and I probably won't do it again because it didn't go very well. I apologize deeply and profusely, and goodbye.